It is beautiful out. It's finally spring. It's the first spring weekend. First day was actually yesterday, and I am happy because the weather flipped just like the calendar did. It's 60 degrees out today. Well, just about. Close enough. All right. Making this video about the Iwonder boosted board motors. Now, you have some options with your boosted board motors, and I mentioned in a previous video as far as boosted board maintenance goes. Just because they went under, you can no longer get parts through Boosted themselves. There are still options out there, whether it's original equipment while the supply still lasts through Boosted USA, or e-board stuff if it comes to rebuilding, whether it's your motors or remanufacturing your skid plates or any stuff like that. Now they also rebuild your batteries. If you get the red light of death where that battery is no good, they can fix it for $200. I got to ship one out to try that out, and I'll make a video on that once I do it. And one of the other options is brand new motors from Amazon, a company called Iwonder. They're selling them for $100 a piece, which, by the way, e-board stuff rebuilds them for $100 a piece. You're better off doing the set with a lifetime warranty. They do an upgraded bearing. They make sure the magnets are all glued on, that kind of stuff. But the motors that you can get from Amazon on Iwonder, or from Iwonder on Amazon, are the same company that manufactured them for Boosted. So that is fantastic. They had some issues with their original motors, big time issues. I mean, the magnets would detach, or more importantly, the bearing itself would freeze up, causing wear and tear on the shaft or the armature, and making a bad vibration to the point that it would break and destroy itself. However, they do not have that issue with the version 3s. Now, the way you can tell the difference between the original motors and the version 3s, are these washers that are on the shaft itself or the stem right before the gear. If they do not have it, and then you can see the shaft, then you have the newer version 3s, which I'm not saying that they don't break or have issues. It's just a percentage is less likely to have issues with these motors versus the original ones. Actually, the original ones, I mean, I don't know if I had the version 1s versus the 2s, but man, I had all kinds of motor issues in the beginning when it came to my V2 before I started getting like the Mini or the Stealth. Now, because in the ad on Amazon, they claim that these are the original motors, the original motor manufacturer, I wanted to buy a set and try them out. And I got to tell you, they are identical. I have some backup motors, compared them to them. They are the exact same thing, from the way that the serial numbers are stamped on, to the build quality, to the overall aesthetics, looks of them. And now riding with them, I've been using them now for about 5 or 6 miles, and they're just as quiet. Sorry, a lot of people here today being nice out. And they're just as quiet. The performance is the same. I mean, I'm getting the same top speeds. I'm getting the same overall, performance of them. I mean, no other word to use, but I'm very happy. I'm very happy that these motors are available. And if you have a booster board issue with your motor, I would feel comfortable buying these. I would feel comfortable recommending it to you anyway. But do check out e-board stuff with the rebuilds, because that's a great option too, to get the rebuilds for the same price, and you have a lifetime warranty, and they do a really great job. Now, the key is the turnaround time. The turnaround time, depending on where you live, you have to ship them to California. Alex and the team do a quick enough rebuild and get it back out to you, but it is going to tie up your board for a little bit if you don't have a spare. Whereas on Amazon, I had them within 2 days. But you can hear it. You hear that nice boosted noise? God, I love it. And man, does it feel great to be riding again. I am so happy it's the first day of spring, and the weather came right along with that day. Checking out the long range forecast, this weather is here to stay. Oh my God. And when I tell you it changed with the calendar, I mean, just last week, there was predictions of snow, 30s, teens, frosted mornings, frozen. I mean, frozen. But the last couple of days, been charging up the batteries for the Mini X and the Stealth, and back to riding. Oh my God, does it feel good. Okay, so if you do want to learn how to replace the motors, if you haven't done it before, I did make a maintenance video that included motor replacements. I'll link it below. But I just want to make a quick video about these Iwonder motors, and honestly, I just wanted to get out here and have a reason to ride. I would have rode anyway, but you know what I'm saying. Yeah, I am confident with saying that these motors are very much like the same manufacturer as the originals, which is great because if you want a booster board out there, you invested a good amount of money into your electric skateboard, and just because they're no longer around, it's nice to know that there are parts and maintenance items to keep these boards running for a good long time. I will ride my 2 boards until they die altogether, just won't outright go. And then I'll consider buying a new board. But until then, these things are top quality. Well, like any other piece of machinery that gets abused as much as electric skateboard, you got to have options out there because they are going to go through parts through regular wear and tear and maintenance. That's just how it's going to be. And as far as working on them, I mean, they're really straightforward. They do have a few items that are proprietary when it comes to like the battery, the motor connectors, that kind of stuff, remotes. But Boosted USA does have a lot of original equipment on hand still, remotes, batteries, short range extended, boards, trucks. Now I know a lot of stuff you can get aftermarket from other companies, wheels like I don't care for the boosted board wheels, I like the orangutans. So you do have options with stuff like that, bearings, but it is nice to know that there is still options out there for the boosted board stuff, either brand new from a Boosted USA or remanufactured from other companies, like rebuilds with e-board stuff. All right, so that's it for today's video. I'm gonna go along with this ride, finish off the rest of this battery and have a good time. But if you have any questions about these Iwonder motors, hit me up below. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, subscribe. Just getting this year started.